Hey movie junkies, welcome back to Twin Flicks, where we're always here celebrating the magic of movies and physical media with you. I should be wearing a NASA shirt. What the heck am I doing wearing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shirt? Yeah, much better, much better. This suits this review better than the turtle shirt. Plus a little bit of movie magic there. Well, Explorers has been one of those 80s movies that honestly just had a really rough time on home video. It never really got its due. In 2021, Shout Factory released this Blu-ray, and we all were hoping this would be it. This would be the final word on a great transfer. However, it was heavily criticized, and the Blu-ray just has a laundry list of problems. Well, finally, at long last, after 5 years of releasing this, Vinegar Syndrome has put right with what once went wrong, bringing this classic 80s film to the 4K UHD format. Vinegar Syndrome went back to the original 35mm negative, which is something Shout Factory should have done, restoring the film in 4K, forming a native 4K DI with HDR10 Dolby Vision grading and preserving its theatrical ratio of 2:3:5:1. And this restoration and color grading was approved by director Joe Dante to ensure accuracy when the Shout Factory Blu-ray was not. Alright guys, so it's that time. Let's explore the 4K UHD from Vinegar Syndrome against the 2021 Blu-ray from Shout Factory, and let's take a look if this 4K is truly worth the upgrade. This 4K with either the 4K UHD or the included remastered Blu-ray are both a major night and day upgrade against the 2021 Shout Factory Blu-ray. And one improvement I noticed right away with this 4K scan is that it has a subtle but massive technical fix here with the film's framing. The 2021 Shout Factory Blu-ray and even the prior DVD suffered from a loss of information on the sides of the frame. And the opening shot is a perfect example. With the 4K scan, you can still see the magazines on the nightstand on the left, while on a 2021 Blu-ray, you can't see them. And there are many other shots like this as well, especially on the alien ship where a lot of information was lost on the sides of the frame. But worse than that, there is also a slight horizontal stretch across the entire runtime of the film, where faces and circular objects look subtly wider than they should, creating a very unnatural look to the film throughout its runtime on the 2021 Shout Factory Blu-ray. Well, now Vinegar Syndrome has come to the rescue. They have corrected this error, restoring the film back to its native and perfectly proportioned 1:8:5:1 aspect ratio that makes a massive upgrade and gives a much more cinematic appearance. And we'll dive more into the image quality in a moment because I want to turn the attention to the color grading. Here with the 4K scan, it enhances the vintage 1985 aesthetic without ever burning out the native detail or pushing the original optics past their natural limits. There are some great examples here, such as the opening dream sequence. The skyline now looks deep bright blue and white clouds, while in 2021 Blu-ray, the skyline and the clouds look grayish and dreary, or even during the dream sequences with the circuit boards. And the new grading dramatically enhances these scenes with vivid, deep, and bright neon blue synth lines, deep cherry reds and yellows that has a lot of pop against the black voids. Or the energy shield sphere that now springs to life with its neon blue, and also I notice a slight neon pink around the sides of the sphere. It's a stark contrast here against the 2021 Shout Factory Blu-ray where the sphere looked fuzzy with no detail or color depth. The highlight of this 4K is when we are inside the alien ship. The practical alien designs and the ship interiors are bursting with life here, and the 4K scan handles the aggressive saturated colors of the candy apple reds, nuclear greens, bright magentas with richness and vividness without ever going to that unnatural territory The highlights are also a big plus here with the 4K scan, from the shimmering, iridescent surfaces down to flashlight beams. And then we have many shots with lens flares from the sun coming through trees or light shining from the Thunder Road that now look nicely balanced without clipping or blown out detail, which was another big issue with the 2021 Blu-ray. Saturation here has been elevated that never appears artificially applied or overly hot. The human skin tones are incredibly naturally warm here. Simultaneously, Rob Bottin's makeup work on the aliens reveals every nuanced shade of green, brown, and pink. Especially the female alien with the extra makeup effects looks very striking and detailed. The 4K scan also has exceptional and very striking black levels and shadows that are significantly enhanced by the HDR10 Dolby Vision grading. However, both the UHD disc and the remastered Blu-ray disc results in gorgeous, inky, truer looking blacks and improved depth with stronger shadows. And what this does is it now allows for finer details and textures to come through the darkness with strong visibility. The deepness of space now looks deep black without crushing out of stars as it does on the 2021 Blu-ray. And I also noticed with the deeper black levels and shadows, the faint lines of the matte boxes from the composite shots of Thunder Road and the alien ships are a little less noticeable here on the 4K scan than how it looks on the 2021 Blu-ray, where the matte box lines are a little intrusive here. The enhanced and improved black levels and shadow details marks a significant upgrade over the previous 2021 Blu-ray. The 4K scan now delivers a striking amount of texture and detail pulled from the original negative with a very stabilized and refreshed image. The UHD disc with a higher 2160p resolution definitely delivers here. A significant increase in texture and detail levels by rendering more lines that look cleaner and finer, giving way to the absolute sharpest and clearest image possible without any involvement with AR sharpening tools or digital manipulation. One of the best areas of the 4K scan is with Rob Bottin's alien makeup effects that now clearly reveals all the finer micro detail patterns. The 4K scan also has a much better sense of realism that was largely absent on the 2021 Shout Factory Blu-ray. The 4K scan retains a natural, tight grain structure that gives the film its authentic theatrical 35mm look that reinforces the movie's original cinematic filmic appearance, which is much more than I can say for the 2021 Blu-ray that was a mess here when it came to its grain. Alright guys, now let's dive into the audio presentation, and Vinegar Syndrome presents explorers with two remastered lossless audio tracks. First is a theatrical stereo mix, and the second is a DTS HD 5.1 mix. And rather than just remixing the film into a modern soundtrack, Vinegar Syndrome wisely prioritizes the film's original audio from the original audio masters, which was one huge complaint about the Shout Factory Blu-ray, was how mismanaged the audio was, especially Jerry Goldsmith's iconic score that is a mix between traditional orchestra and mid-1980s synthesizer. This Blu-ray, the audio presentation was just a mess. Well, now we have, at long last, a newly remixed 5.1 mix that definitely gets the job done. Guys, Vinegar Syndrome's 4K UHD presentation of Explorers delivers a highly impressive and immersive experience with substantial improvements in both video and audio quality that makes this one an absolute no-brainer. This is an immediate upgrade from your Shout Factory Blu-ray or your previous Paramount Blu-ray, or especially if you're hanging on to that dated DVD, it's time to upgrade. And again, you don't have to have a 4K UHD setup and all the bells and whistles. You can still have the same benefits of the 4K scan on the included remastered Blu-ray that's, again, included in this set. But now do me a huge favor, because I'm really curious on this one. When you look at the differences here between the two formats, Vinegar Syndrome's 4K presentation against Shout Factory's 2021 Blu-ray, which do you like better? Or do you see much difference at all? Do you think that this is worth upgrading to 4K? Head over to the comments section and let me know. As always guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me for a few minutes here as we dive in and explore the Explorers on 4K UHD from Vinegar Syndrome. Yeah, this one is definitely worth upgrading to. As always, keep physical media alive and stay tuned for more 4K versus Blu-ray comparisons.
Twin Flicks presents 4K versus Blu-ray comparisons.